Hey guys, and welcome back to the countdown to Sonic Generations. Now we're moving on to 1994 for Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And the level of choice is none other than Sky Sanctuary Zone, the penultimate zone in the game, if you don't count the Doomsday Zone. And probably one of the best and most memorable levels from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, starting with an awesome scene where you see the Death Egg rising, taking off from Angel Island, the awesome music in the background, the fact that you know they're finally gonna go kick Eggman's ass. And yeah, I just want to say this now, this is not the best run of Sky Sanctuary ever. I haven't played this level in quite a while, so this run does turn out quite awful, and I would re-record, but I'm too lazy to do so. Plus it means you get to see more of Sky Sanctuary's awesomeness. And hear the awesome soundtrack, even though I'm speaking over it, so technically you cannot hear it, defeating the purpose of that good point. Anyway, Sky Sanctuary is a sky level, obviously, taking place usually over to the left of Angel Island, based on where you see it in the Sonic and Knuckles story. The Knuckles story for Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And, but not, in this case it's above it, because Angel Island is still in the ocean at this point. But anyway, Sky Sanctuary Zone is only a one-act level, when the rest of them are two acts. So technically you could say it's three, because it has three bosses. The one we've just fought is Mecha Sonic piloting the Eggmobile, using the swinging ball from Green Hill Zone. And the next one is a Sonic 2 boss, and then there's a unique boss for this game. So, heck, they were already revisiting old ideas for this game. And there's many paths through this level. Mind you, there's many paths through all of the Sonic 3 and Knuckles levels, besides, like, I think one or two, like, the really early levels where there's only one real path. But, this is the penultimate level. It's quite surprising, and that was totally stupid. And now, look, I'm back at the beginning. That really annoyed me. But, based on the choices for Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, I was kind of expecting Marble Garden Zone, or Hydrocity, because Marble Garden Zone is the third act. They went for the second act of Sonic 2 and the first act for Sonic 1. So I was expecting them to go for Marble Garden for the third act, or for Hydrocity because it's a water level and it's quite memorable, and because it's quite early on. But they went for the second to last level, and they're more fail. Get used to it, it happens a lot. But they went for the second to last level. But mind you, Sky Sanctuary is a memorable as hell level. Heck, it's my second favorite level in the game, beaten only by Lava Reef Zone Act 1. And I guess that's not memorable enough to return, but I can deal with that. Actually, I'm kind of surprised they didn't pick Ice Cap. I mean, Ice Cap was quite a memorable level. Ice Cap's like my third favourite. But anyway, Sky Sanctuary Zone, it's an amazing level. I love it to death. I mean, how can you not listen to the soundtrack if you can hear it? If not, I should have said this already, I will link the soundtracks from each level in their original game, not the Generations one. I will link the soundtracks to the level, just in case you want to hear it, because, well, why not? We can revisit some old stuff, and yeah, I actually died. Yeah, this run's not going well, as you can see. But as I said, more Sky Sanctuary. And also, this was the first appearance of the Egg Robo Badnik. Although, they're not really that big of a deal, they just sort of sit there and try to shoot at dudes. But, they're more of a big deal in Knuckles' story, and I've got nothing else to talk about, so I might as well talk about that. The Knuckles story actually takes place after Sonic's story, although the Sonic 4 website tries to get you to believe they happen at the same time. However, the way they're designed prevents that from being possible. Because Mecha Sonic has the Master Emerald. At this point, Eggman has the Master Emerald. No, there is no sign of the Death Egg. The Angel Island is already floating, and there's several others, like, yeah, stuff like that. Anyway, we're moving on to the third part. I completely talked over the second boss, but I'll go over that now. The second boss is Mecha Sonic driving the Eggmobile using the Metropolis Zone boss from Sonic the Hedgehog 2, with the spinny balloons and everything. But the Insta-Shield from this game, quite frankly, destroys it. It is honestly a pushover in this game in comparison to Metropolis Zone. Even then, it's not that bad. But it's so much easier in this because of the Insta-Shield. Because in this game, if you jump, if you press the jump button in the air while playing as Sonic, he gets this sort of white shield and there. I don't know why I jumped there. There, I kind of burped and something. Anyway, I have lost my train of thought. I need to stop. But anyway, the Insta Shield will be created. It's like a flashing shield thing around Sonic. I don't even think it actually has any shielding properties, but it's called a shield because it's around Sonic, and I died again. But it's called the shield because it's an Insta Shield because it's around Sonic, and it is very loose. It is very useful. Why can I not talk? But it's really useful, especially against bosses and particularly annoying enemies, because it increases the attack range of your jump. And it makes bosses like the Metropolis boss, as we saw earlier, a pushover because you can hit them without even really touching them. Provided you can get the timing right, but it's honestly not that difficult. As you can see, you kind of end up using it automatically on pretty much every enemy. Eventually. And we're approaching the final part of the area. It's one long stretch here, from pretty much. Just keep running. Just keep running at this point. The springs will... You won't run off the edge, there are springs. Except here where you... And it's time for the final boss of Sky Sanctuary Zone, Mecha Sonic himself. Mecha Sonic never reappeared, as far as I know. He didn't even have a cameo in Sonic Adventure. I mean, Metal Sonic and Silver Sonic, from Sonic 2, by the way, did, but Mecha Sonic never reappeared. I have no idea why. Mecha Sonic's more awesome than Silver Sonic, seriously. I mean, heck, look, they fight similarly, but he looks so much more badass. Anyway. Yeah, that has been Sky Sanctuary Zone. However, there's the pretty awesome finale of the level, which I really hope they bring back somehow. Heck, it would not be Sky Sanctuary Zone without this. The floor crumbles, they jump, and Sonic's running away with the crumbling floor just behind him. That looks so epic. Also, the Death Egg Rising at the beginning, that is back. I know that is. But I don't know about this. I really hope they bring it back. It looks so awesome. Anyway, next time on the Countdown to Generations, well, I'll leave that as a surprise. See you then.